Alright, I got a couple small Habitat for Humanity tool haul videos I'm going to put together here. Starting with this awesome old tool case. Was $5 and I couldn't get my money out fast enough for this. It's all supported with aluminum bolsters or whatever you call that to strengthen it everywhere. The hardware on these latches are brass, made in USA, somewhere in Connecticut. Hopefully we can read that on screen because my eyes cannot read that. The main latch also says made in Connecticut. Not sure if you'll be able to read it, it's all painted. The handle has seen better days, but it's metal strap with like a paperboard, cardboard, and then it was wrapped in a leather, which is, you know, unfortunately all torn up. And unfortunately they emptied this box at the store. I would have loved to seen how the tools and what tools were in it. So you can see the owner had used pieces of leather and springs and screws to hold some tools in place. There's still some blades in here and a little tiny pencil. Been sharpened with a knife. But the inside is essentially empty. Just some schmutz in the corner. That is a technical term, schmutz. And I think that qualifies. There's another blade stuck in the back here. And there's a little shelf here, which is hiding a few items I picked up on that trip to the store. One of which is a can of Plasti Dip. I've never tried this stuff before, but for $6, I'm going to give it a shot. We have here a nice die handle. It appears to have been homemade, but very well made. And it has a big die in it. It says Bay State 16 USS. Not sure what that means. I got this interesting wood-handled tool. The ferrule's missing, unfortunately. But look at the tip. It's like got a nice V-shaped hard edge, maybe for scraping something specific or cleaning gunk out of the teeth of gears or something. I don't know. Seems like a interesting tool, could be useful. And then I picked up this. There it is. It is a Mac tool, and it is a flathead screwdriver. Needs some work on the tip, but I don't know if it'll show so well out here, but there you go. The handle is very translucent, even in this state, so I think it's going to polish up and be a really nice gem of a screwdriver. So I'm excited to clean that one up. And since we're here together on camera, I was curious to see this new looking blade, if I could read anything on it. I did recently get some interesting hacksaw blades and another haul that I haven't filmed yet. So I was curious to see if these ones had any writing. Let's see what this says. Okay. It says Spartan Cutall with a K. Never heard of that one. And this one down here is a Diston. Pretty cool. Alright. So it's a pretty awesome box, right? Maybe you should, you know, stand it up the other way. But, you know, it's in the trunk of my car, so. Hey, Toolerinos. Here's another small Habitat for Humanity tool haul. Should be a quick one. I picked this box up and put it down and then circled back around and picked it up again and looked at it more closely. You know, $15 was a little much, I thought, at the moment, but after looking at it more closely, there's a chain puller here and it's made in USA. And there's a chain breaker in there. It's in like new condition, and it is made in USA. And the box is full of master links and half links, so I thought each one of those was worth a couple bucks at least. So it's certainly a good investment for the shop for when we need to do stuff with chain. There's a couple different sizes of chain in there, but it'll do. Next up is a Stanley Shoreform tool. It's got a patent number there, so I'll check that out. And this was $1. It's very sharp, and interesting tidbit about it. Blade is made in England. Huzzah! Next up is a cool flashlight. It says Bright Star Flashlight. 647 CT Transistorized Circuit Continuity Tester. It's got a little crack on the edge of the glass, but seems like it works okay. And there's the place where you put the continuity tester. And I got one of these before. I don't think it ended up in a video, but it didn't come with the wire like this one did. This looks like it got twisted in there. There we go. So it comes with the wires to hook up. Plug into the back here. So you have continuity tester. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, I'm gonna have to do some cleaning on that and put a little of that conductive lubricant, because man, that's oh, that's terrible. Ooh. I need some conductive lubricant too. Alright. Got a couple neat little 1-inch clamps. Made in USA. Craftsman. And this one just says made in USA. It's got a knurled thing. Hang on, there's something under the price tag here. Oh, just a 4. Not sure what that means, but alright, next up. Look at that. Found one of those cool hex drive socket sets, but the larger size. I've got the small size. Now I've got the larger size. It goes from 7/16 up to 7/8, though there is no 13/16 size. So either that's not the right socket, or they just didn't do a 13/16 due to difference in popularity of the fasteners or something. It certainly all has the same amount of patina, if we want to call it that. So this is an oddity. The cutter seems to be in great shape, and the jaws are in great shape. It looks like it was hardly used. But the tips of the handles, this looks like it was tried to be made into a screwdriver tip. And this is a pointy end. I'm not sure what you would use that for. But here's the weird bit. I wire brushed it so we could try to read it. Alright, it's hard to say whether or not I'm getting that in a good angle for you guys to read. But it says New York across the rivet, and under here it says Germany. And there's one letter ahead of Germany that I can't quite make out. It looks like the bottom of a U. I'm not sure. But it certainly doesn't say West Germany. So this is a mystery. I'm going to have to dig into that one a little bit. If any of you understand why this tool might say New York and Germany on it, please let me know in the comments. Okay, thanks. Alright, I got some new clamps to replace my Harbor Freight clamps. Slowly but surely I will replace my Harbor Freight clamps and pass those on to my son's shop. So, you know, $4 or $5 for this one. A little bit much for a used clamp, but it's in pretty good shape. There's 2 of those for a better quality clamp, at least in my mind. is a Jorgensen, made in USA, 4-inch. It's got a very heavy-duty Acme thread compared to those Craftsman clamps. It is very straight. So, very nice clamp for $4. And there's the mystery clamp. I gotta look up the patent, so I'll look it up and show you. There's the patent number. It is a Williams clamp, and you can see it's got a little bit of casting issue there, but doesn't affect the performance. But look how weird it is. This part you turn and it pulls this block and pulls the slide, so it's like a pressing clamp. So hopefully the patent will explain the point of that, if it's for compressing a brake piston and a brake caliper or something, without the part having to turn, because it functions more like a press. So, I don't know. We'll see if the patent sheds a little light on why they designed it that way. And last but not least, somebody's homemade center punch. I got a nice tip on it. It's a hardened material because it's made from a round file. And the file part here is beaten down from use or from time. So it's not sharp enough to abrade you, but it's a knurl, right? It helps give you a good grip when you're using the center punch. So I thought that was pretty cool. Somebody took an old round file and made a nice center punch out of it. So, neat item. We're about to flip 100,000. Woohoo! Don't you laugh at me. This doesn't happen very often. Woo! 100,000! And there was much rejoicing.